here. We're here doing a video walkabout. Thank you very much for checking out my videos. Like and subscribe. Help the channel by, and again, liking, subscribing, and commenting down below. So today, I was gonna do another type of video, but I had to reschedule it because I felt like tomorrow would be probably better for this type of video. It's gonna be one of those videos where it's gonna be a rarity. I mean, it's actually gonna be when I say rarity, I mean it's gonna be the first time I've ever done this kind of type of video before. But if I tell you too much right now, it kind of spoil the fun. So I'm gonna wait until you guys see it tomorrow on the 4th of July. Speaking of the 4th of July, you guys don't know what that means. If you guys know what that means, you are in the US. But if you don't know what that means, you are not in the US, and I will try to explain it to you guys as best as I can. So basically, 4th of July is our celebration of our independence from Britain. Yes, folks, we had an issue with Britain too. Yeah, a lot of people back in the 1700s and past that, further back. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna be honest, guys. Between you and me, here's the problem. A lot of people don't know this, but the 4th isn't actually the day of our actual independence. If I remember correctly, it was either in. I'm trying to remember. I'll look this up for you guys later, but it is definitely not in July. I don't even remember if it's in September. I think it was either September. Fact check me if you guys don't know what I'm talking about. But basically what I'm saying is July was not the Independence Day. They just decided to use a dart and throw it into the dark. Literally, not literally, but you know what I'm talking about. You guys, they just chose it randomly because they thought, hey, you know what? It sounds more festive, so let's do it this way. So yeah, there you go. That is basically the origins of the 4th of July. Yeah, it was a random day. They decided to go, oh, this one sounds more festive. Let's do it this way. Yeah, apparently July, they weren't doing anything in the month of July. They said, why don't we do it in July? It's more festive. It's summer. It's more party factor. Yes. Let's do it this way. So yeah, that is basically what 4th of July is and the origins of said day. Mind you, again, I'm being very, 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 very optimistic on those details. So if you guys don't believe me, look it up. As far as the actual details, I don't remember, but I am being very simplistic. That is the closest thing I could tell you to the actual facts. I never embellished or anything. It just oversimplification. Which basically means I omitted details because I forgot some of them. Anyway, thank you for checking out my videos. I sincerely do appreciate it, guys. Anybody, and please do me a favor, when you check out the videos, or the Den of the Djinn, do us all a favor here at the Den. Like, subscribe, and comment down below. And and mind you, today is not the 4th. Obviously, it's the 3rd. Maybe in the other side of the world, it is the 4th. And if that's so, huzzah! If not, whatever. Well, anyway, I just wanted to tell you guys that today was just one of those days, guys. I'm having one of those like wonky, wobbly days. You know those days I'm talking about. The ones where you wake up and something feels a little off. Don't know why. Nothing specific hits you. You know, it's not bad. It's not horrible. It's not good, but it's meh kind of day. You know, those days where you're sitting there going, huh, and then you forget it right off the bat because it's hardly worth, you know, putting yourself on because you don't know whether it's good or bad. And I find that hilarious in a sense where you're like, I have no idea what today is feeling like. It's like one of those days where it's really difficult to explain. It really is. Unless you know, you know. But anyway, today we're going to be also talking about other things. Hopefully, mind you, I already, basically covered what I was thinking of earlier. My brain decided to go blank all of a sudden. Not that that's a surprise, because my brain generally goes blank. And anyway, today is one of those days. Now, actually, I have a question for you guys. I actually do have a question. Mind you, I probably won't get an answer, especially right now. It seems like every time I ask you these kind of questions, I don't get these answers. A lot of times, like 90% of the time, I don't get any kind of answer, and it kind of irritates me, but I'm gonna still ask. So, if I asked you 3 games that I have played in the last, I'd say 30 days, what games would you want to play? Would you want me to play online? Which ones would you want to see, guys? 1, Mass Effect. Mass Effect was one of my favorites because it's a good way to, merc. Just merc in general. Like, you're a merc, and you just plow through monsters that try to annihilate humanity and all its affiliates. Second one would be actually Monster Hunter. I've actually wanted to go back into Monster Hunter because it's one of my favorite games, and I wanted to get to the 3rd game because that game looks so good. It looks so amazing. I want to play that game. It looks so good, but the problem is I'm a completionist, guys. When it comes down to it, it just takes me a lot longer to get to the newer games because a lot of times I have to go through the original games because I haven't a lot of times had the mental strain to go through the said games. So you guys want to see that? Awesome. And I do too. Plus, I haven't beaten the second game either. And I really want to see how that story goes. I've gotten to a certain point in that game. I'd say I was at the tail end of it. But what do you think? And the third game that I'm assuming you guys want to see more of. I'm trying to think to myself. And trust me, it hurts. Legend of Dragoon, mind you, again, Legend of Dragoon, one of my favorite games. I've beaten it more than a few times, but I haven't done it online yet, and I feel like that would be another feather in my cap. Mind you, I've had plenty of feathers in my cap, but they, weirdly enough, as soon as I put them in my cap, they dissolve. I don't know why. It's almost like these things I like doing have very little excitement. At least the excitement is there, but what's kind of sad for me is I don't have very many people to you know, enjoy this excitement with. Yes, folks, I'm lonely. Oh well, I'm used to it, guys. I really am. Not bragging, not showboating, just telling the truth, regretfully. Anyway. So, here's the question I'm going to be putting out for you guys, and I want you. There you go. Now, what, if you guys know what I'm talking about, hey, how's it going? Thank you very much for checking out my videos. And I put out a question out there. If you guys want to answer a question, awesome. But if you don't, well, that's fine. I understand. So the first time I actually tried this function, and let's see if it works. Get some engagement out there. And if it works, I'll be doing it more often. I actually want to see you guys applying more effort into this channel, guys. And yes, folks, that it means me getting used to certain functions on this channel. I haven't actually mastered it. I'm gonna be honest, guys. When it comes to these videos, I've only, I'd say, tapped in 5 to 10% of what I can do with these videos. Well, it makes you feel any better. I'm not. So, trust me. And if you don't trust me, oh well. I am not inexperienced in said activity. I will not say it to sully this channel. You don't believe. You don't have heart. Don't ask me where I'm getting any of this crap. It's coming out of nowhere. It's like I have a bag of holding, and most of the things I'm holding is corny lines. You guys don't know where that reference is? Good for you. If you know where that reference is, awesome. Again, good for you. And if you haven't already, do me a favor. Like, subscribe, comment down below. Thank you for checking out my videos. And today's date, if you guys don't know, it is the 3rd of July. If you guys don't know what that means, then that means you're not from the US. If you are from the US, you guys know exactly what that means. Not specifically for today, but you know what I'm talking about. I am going to be doing tomorrow a video with a local proprietor, and they wanted this video as much as I do. So tomorrow I'm going to be doing that for them, and I told them, hey, this is going to be completely raw, so everything they said, well, it is going to be completely and utterly uneditable. In other words, I'm not going to be editing it. Bojack, my dude, how you doing? Why do you have the villain the villain of BoJack Unleashed. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, it's the Dragon Ball Z game, it's a Dragon Ball Z movie. If you guys know what I'm talking about, awesome, because not very many people remember some of those movies. But yeah, I have a question up here. If you read my question, what is your answer? Says the Sphinx to the prey. Again, if you don't get that reference, you guys really need to bone up on your myths and legends. Anyway, so I'm gonna be telling you guys one little thing and one little thing only. Thank you for checking out my videos in the net, and I hope you guys enjoy the next video, which is gonna be a little bit later tonight. Another video will be tonight, and of course, there is gonna be a video for tomorrow. And I hope you guys tune in for tomorrow because, again, it's going to be a new video that I haven't done in a while. Actually, I've never done it. It's going to be one of those situations where it's going to be like sticking your feet in shallow water and realizing it's ice cold. Skate 4. Huh. Well, I'm not much of a skate gamer. Sorry, guy. I should have been more specific, huh? What I meant to ask was which game you want to see on the PS5, and should have given you some options. Mass Effect. Monster Hunter Stories 2, by the way. The Wings of Ruin. Mind you, I'm giving you the full title. And the last one is either Legend of Dragoon, or I was thinking of downloading the game Kakarot. Yes, folks, I have the game called Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, which is basically the full story of Dragon Ball Z, and it goes from the start to the finish from the Saiyan saga all the way up to defeating Buu. Mind you, there's even points where if you wanted to buy a new extension, it goes all the way into Daima, which is kind of cool because it gets to the coolest parts of Daima. And honestly, I feel like that would be kind of cool to do. If you guys want to do that, awesome. Tell me what you guys think. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, Daima is just basically another Dragon Ball Z Grand Tour. If you guys don't know what that means, GT, basically. It's GT. And it's one of my favorite things where Goku is reverted, another story where he is reverted back to kid size, because everybody thought, well, he's easier to defeat as a kid. So, and I'm like, not really, no. He was a force to be reckoned with even as a kid. People keep forgetting that people don't do their research correctly. And mind you, these guys had the ability to do research, but they were stupid enough not to. And it made me laugh. I was like, dude, major league oversight. Yes, our dear protagonist Goku had difficulties readjusting to his size, but it wasn't long before he was back in action and taking names. And it made me laugh so hard. I'm like, you guys really, really need to, focus on actual research, because if you didn't, yikes. Anyway, thank you for checking out my videos. If you guys have any other options, drop them in the comments, and I'll have them. I'll read them as soon as I get them. Okay? Take care. This is your friendly neighborhood gamer Djinn, Candor, signing off. Wishing you love, luck, happiness, and a happy day of independence. I know that's tomorrow, but still. Take care.